evening, welcome to British Wrestling Radio. It is a Friday night. It is the 15th of January 2016. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. We will be having Nixy Newman, my partner in crime here, very, very soon. She will be here as soon as she can get her backside and get off here because she's always late as it can be. And we're having our guest, Mr. Matthew Moore from the podcast and the show over there in the Irish Sea. Outside the Ropes, they do a great show over there, promoting all the wrestling over there in the Emerald Isles, and also beyond, and a big, massive WWE fan as to boot, so we can have a chat about the Royal Rumble and this fiasco that's happening with this year's, and the plans for WrestleMania 32, and all the things that's coming up over the next few weeks, so forth. Before we start, we'll get them out of the way. Before we can get it, then this should take us a bit further, because we'll get that going. Is the events, all the events that's coming up in the next couple of minutes. So we'll get these out of the way, and then we'll be good to go. Right, events this weekend coming up. Tomorrow, Rev Pro High Stakes 2016 featuring AJ Styles versus Zack Sabre Jr. Say no more. At York Hall, Bethnal Green. Starts at 5:30 and we should be finishing around 9:30. Tickets available at revolutionprowrestling.com. Everywhere's nearly sold out, actually, so got a card so far. We've got AJ Styles versus Zack Sabre Jr., we've got Will Ospreay versus Marty Scurll, Mark Haskins versus Jay Lethal, the Beast of Belfast, Big Damo versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Tickets are on sale now at revolutionprowrestling.com. That looks a stacked card, that. Evening, Eagles. And that chat. Also tomorrow, Super Slam Wrestling Rumble. Church Theatre, Bromley, High Street, Bromley, in the UK. Tickets available from churchilltheatre.co.uk. Come and see the larger-than-life characters from all corners of the world doing battle with heavyweight collisions involving all types of things and everything that's happening. So you will be seeing all of this going on. Starts on Sunday, and then also they've got, is that tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, yeah. And that's in Churchill Theatre, Bromley. Also tomorrow, Grapple Wrestling. These guys make their first official debut. It's their first show. It starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow night at the Fibbers live music venue in York, North Yorkshire. Matches include Ugandan Warrior Nazirko versus Pound for Pound CJ Banks. Liam Lazarus, and also set to feature are Liam Lazarus, the 80-minute man David Graves, Seb Strife, Ruby Summers, and much, much more. Tickets £8 for adults, 5 concessions, £24 for the family. Group ages, doors at 7, first bell 7:30. Tickets available at fibbers.co.uk and at our very good friends at ringsideworld.co.uk. Can anyone hear me now, chat room? Am I alright? Everybody hear me? Everybody hear me okay? Yeah, yes, testing, 1, 2, yeah. Thank you. Just some keeping on your toes. Admins, you know. That's at Grapple Wrestling tomorrow. And Sunday Slam. Never Too Much by Reckless Intent Wrestling in Livingston, East West Lothian, Scotland. They are back with the stars of Scottish wrestling, including Michael Chase, LJT, Stallion, Deslin Dyer, Rawlins, Jam O'Malley, and an up-and-coming talent from the Reckless Intent Training School. Entry is £5. Doors open at 1:30, and first bell is at 2 p.m. Tickets and directions and travel info at reckless-intent.com. That's happening with them. And then also on Sunday, Super Slam Wrestling at the Pavilion Theatre, Bournemouth. At Bournemouth. Tickets available from bournemouthpavilion.com. That's happening tomorrow on Sunday. That's the larger life characters of Super Slam Wrestling at 3 p.m. at the Pavilion Theatre in Bournemouth. Also on Sunday, IPW UK live in Harlow, Essex, featuring the A Tables, Ladders and Chairs match. They make their debut for their show. What's we got here? The show is Tables, Ladders and Chairs Illegal. We've got D&D, Duggan and Donnelly. Champions versus the London Riots. Big Damo versus Donovan Dajak. Sammy Smooth versus the winner of a 10-man Rumble that opens the show. 10-man Rumble including Scott Starr, Lance Lawrence, Gary Mitchell, Dean Michael, and Exodus. Women's match, we've got a Tennessee Honey versus Nightshade. Tag team match, Swords of Sussex, Osprey and Robinson versus Tassel Tusslers, Peace and O'Brien. Tickets available at ipwuk.com. Okay, that's happening on Sunday. Also, Sunday, PWA New Year Mayhem by the Plymouth Wrestling Association at the Stonehouse Creek Leisure and Social Club, Kings Road, Plymouth. Tickets available from plymouthwrestling.co.uk. Front row £12, adults 10, under 16s £10. PWA heavyweight title match, Danny Walsh versus JD Knight. Tag team match, John Harding, Eddie Ryan, Grayson Reeves versus PJ Jones, UK Dominator, and Tyler Hawk. Then after the interval, you've got British Grand Prix qualifier Krieger versus Simon Harding. Another tag team match, the Elite Mark Walsh and Jason King versus TNT Maximo Jr. and Jack Union. And to finish off, you've got a Grand Prix qualifier of Josh Knott versus Max Alexander. That is happening this weekend. And then next weekend, you've got all these great things. And also, you've got the event of where I'm going to, which is up in Sheffield, which is Phoenix Promotions. Phoenix Events are having their first one of the year. And I'm going. I've just got the ticket sorted. And I'm going to be going. So, right, let's get the thing in there. And then we'll go. And on the end of this line should be our guest, Mr. Matthew Moore. Good evening, sir.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm fine, mate. How are you?
I am doing absolutely well. Thank you very much, and I hope you're doing well too.
I'm all right, mate. Thanks very much for taking the time to join us and being our first guest of 2016.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much for taking the time out. How you been? All right? Everything okay at your side of the water?
Yeah, everything's good. Everything's grand. Can't complain. You know, work's busy as always. The show's doing well and getting tortured as a parent as always as well. But no, I can't complain. Everything's good.
Yeah. So, is the wrestling scene happening over there? Is it still booming as usual? It's getting a lot better?
It's actually doing very, very well. I just got a word there that ICW is on their way over here in February as well. So everything's doing really, really well over here. There's a few promotions that are doing very, very good business, and long may it continue, because the scene over here was quiet for a while, but it's now starting to pick up and it's doing really, really good business.
I mean, it seems everywhere at the moment with the British scene and the Irish scene. It seems like all of a sudden wrestling is the in thing, and everything's going up and up and up. I think before, when you used to say wrestling, it was a dirty word around the place, and now everybody's like getting back on board with the thing, and it's great.
It is good to see. I mean, a lot of people who I've known for years who watched wrestling as a child, you know, you talk to them, say, 10 years ago, and they're like, wrestling? No. But now they're like, oh yeah, I've been going to watch local shows now, everything's doing really good, and it's like, okay, well, that's good to see. Long may it continue, especially in this country where for a while it was quiet, and now it's doing really good again. So long may it continue. Yeah,
definitely. I've always found out, I mean, when we started this little thing 4 years ago, I mean, PCW had just started and Southside had just celebrated a year, and you had all these shows and everything, and you were lucky to draw 150 people, and now you're asking for like 1,000 people, and there's shows now that are disappointed when they draw only 500, and it's like, I only got 500 at my show. Only.
Well, can I just say something to you there? In my days of being involved in the business, I done some promoting here in Ireland back from 2007 till 2010, and there was times we were getting 30, 40 people through the door. Now, our biggest crowd we ever had was, my God, say about 600, and that was really pushing the bar towards the end. But we were getting small crowds, and even other promotions across Ireland were the same. You were lucky to get 40, 50 people through the door, and now they're doing 5, 6, 7, 800 people a show, and it's like, really? Like 3, 4 years ago, they were getting 40 people through the door if they were lucky. Now they're getting 800 people. It's like, oh my God, they're getting more interested in local wrestling, and it's great to see. Because I mean, yourself, there's been guys from your side of the water and over here are now in the WWE, and is it because people see them in WWE, they're going, oh, I have to go and watch local wrestling? No, there's a lot of talented guys across the UK and Ireland, and it's good to see them finally getting noticed. And long may continue, long may continue.
Yeah. I think we always. I mean, he used to say. I think we used to look at it and go, "Oh, look, we've got an ex-WWE wrestler that might have been in the talent. It might have been in development and coming across, and people are hoping that they're going to buy tickets. And now people are like, they don't care about the import. I'm finding out that the imports are secondary now. It's like people will just go because they just want to see wrestling now, and
Yeah.
they're not bothered about the imports anymore. It's all about the local guys and whoever's. And if they can, and because of the the way you can meet the people, I'm not going to say it because my teeth are going crazy. It's just like when you can meet people a lot better than saying they're more accessible. That's what I was saying. They're more accessible now. Before it was like, oh, do I want to go and talk to him? And no, it's going to cost you 20, 15 quid. And now when you get to see your local guys and everything, it's like, can I have a photo from my phone? Yeah, no problem. Like that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more. It's a lot more freedom these days.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I remember. I mean, even giving an example now. I mean, there's promotions over here that are bringing in the likes of Drew McIntyre, Rhino, Al Snow, things like that there. And people are going, yes, older fans who are going, oh, there's Al Snow. I haven't seen Al Snow in 15 years. I'll go and watch Al Snow. Or there's other guys who are going, Al Snow? I don't want to see Al Snow. I want to see Joe Bloggs over here, who is the local guy from wherever he's from, but I'm supporting him because I love him, and that's what its way it should be. Compared to years ago, they were only going because of big names. They're going because of local wrestlers now, and it's so good to see. And I'm really happy to see it. And now that, I mean, there's another example, ICW. I mean, they're coming here to Ireland in February, and most of the guys they're promoting on that show is their own guys. Yes, fair enough, they're bringing Drew McIntyre or Drew Galloway, whatever you want to call him, and other names. But the guys who are over here interested in are the local guys from there, which is great. Long may continue.
Yeah, it's. I sit back and you just think, is this really happening? And you chat to all the promoters around it now, and they are really, really impressed. Like saying, "Wow, I could fill 150 arenas a few years ago, and now I'm getting 1,000." And as soon as when you get somebody like Progress announcing a show, and within 18, 19 minutes it's sold out, and you've got people begging now for tickets and saying, "Please give me a ticket on the off chance that I might be available," and they're just begging. Everybody's going crazy. The days of turning up with opening to turn up on the door with your money looks like they're long gone, because it looks like you've got to get a ticket before you go.
Absolutely. I mean, for example, the promotion up here in the north of Ireland, I'm sure you've probably heard of them, PWU.
Yeah.
They do quite a lot of shows in a big hotel in Belfast, and they've been selling like quite a bit. Yes, fair enough, they're bringing a few names over. But in the past, I remember whenever I was doing my promoting and they were doing the shows at the same sort of time as us, we were getting very little people, and they were begging people to come to shows. And now, as soon as they put on Facebook or Twitter, we're having a show on this date, and the tickets go on sale that day, see, within 2 days, most of the shows sold out. And it's like people are fighting to get tickets. It's great. I sit back and watch it now, not being involved in business over here, and I obviously only on the podcast standpoint, and I look at that, and I speak to some guys still who I used to work with or who I know, and I always say to them, how's business? And they're like, it's unbelievable. The tickets are flying at the door. They're selling more T-shirts. They're doing, and it's all local guys. Because nowadays, the local guys over here, especially than what they're like over there, Dino, but over here, they're giving creation to make merchandise, and it's flying off the shelves, and it's great because local wrestlers are now making it, and they're getting more noticed as well, which is great. So I can't. From over here, the standpoint, the wrestling scene over here is getting really good, and I'm happy to see it. I really am happy to see it. I do miss it sometimes, not being involved anymore, but I'm a family man now, so I've got two children to look after now, so I do get the as what they call, the itch sometimes, where you want to get back in it again. And I always go to WWE shows here in Ireland, but then if I go to a local show, I would sit and go, do you really want to get involved in this again? No. Too much headaches. Yeah. Too much money. I've spent too much money on it all. I surrender. But it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah. I've been asked that loads of times. Some people saying you should start your own promotion, Dean, and I'm like, no way. I ain't got a chance. No way.
It's hard work. Dane, I'll tell you a story. Back when I started in 2007, I literally had one child, a wife, and a mortgage to pay. And when I had guys working for me and actually trying to promote shows on very, very little money and starting off with nothing, it's hard work. But when you get to that point where you're doing really well and the money's starting to come in and you're starting to build a fan base, it gets to the point where the stress starts kicking in and you've got too much family behind the scenes stuff going on, and it all just sort of adds up. And it's like, you're like sitting on the railway track looking, going, do I go with this side or that side, or to stay with the business and leave the stress, or should I just focus on family? And my choice, a lot of people will argue with me and say, oh, you quit because you couldn't do it no more. No, I surrendered because I had too much on the other side to deal with, so that's why. But starting your own promotion, Dino, it's hard work, believe me.
I wouldn't even want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Oh, man, sleepless nights, costing too much money, forking out money for this, not paying bills to pay wrestlers, my stress days are gone, and bringing other talent up from Southern Ireland and Scotland. You pay for flights, boats, and cars. Oh, God, no, I'm done. I'm happy where I am now.
I'm happy just doing this. I mean, I'm happy doing this. I'm happy supporting. I'm happy just going to the shows, enjoying myself, sitting down, having a beer, watching the guys entertain me. I did my little bit in the 3 minutes in the ring, as though nobody would ever know about it. But I think that for me, I went to a place where I wasn't supposed to be, and I thought, this is me. I've done it. Like tick, bucket list. That'll do for me. And it is great to see what's happening with this little thing called wrestling. But I love it now that when people, I think what it does me is every time you get a booming stage, you always get the people that come up to you and go, "You do know wrestling's fake, right?" And every day I get one person come up, "You know wrestling's fake, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, really? I didn't know. It's real, isn't it?" And you just play them at their game. And it's just hilarious to see some people's faces. Like they're the first one to tell you. Do you know what
I love it because, I mean, now I obviously are not involved in wrestling on the promoting or wrestling side of it because of obviously what happened. But, I love these people. I mean, in my job now, I work in football, right? Yeah. And what I do, I get people come up to me all the time and go, "Here, Matthew, I see you share this wrestling thing on your Facebook page. Do you know wrestling's fake?" And I never forget this, Dana. There was a conversation I had with this guy one time. And he was, I don't know who he was, but he was some guy. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I see wrestling's fake, boy." And I'm like, "Wrestling's fake? Really?" So broken ankle, almost paralyzed in a wheelchair, busted shoulder, busted neck, busted elbows and knees, and can barely get out of bed every day. So you're telling me that's fake? And he just looked at me and went, "Oh, what do you mean?" And I started explaining to him. And he was like, "Oh my God." He says, "I didn't realize it was that tough." And I was like, "All the best, guy. See you later, chum. Bye-bye. Cheerio." It makes me angry sometimes, but I don't let it bother me sometimes.
You get them. I mean, I know you've seen this now. You get the people that think it's fake, but you also get the people that think it's real. And you get
flip.
And then you get them at shows, and it's so funny. And everything. And
it's so funny.
You get the heels that do their job too well, and next thing you know, you've got people that want to clamber in the ring and kick their heads in, and you're like, "Job done."
I love it because I used to have this one guy who used to work for me, and I don't think he wrestles anymore over here in Ireland, but he wrestled as a German gimmick, and every show we used to have, he always used to come out and speak German and have the national anthem played and take the piss out of the fans. And this one particular night we had a show, this guy thought he was a big guy. He was coming to a couple of shows. He thought he was a big lad and he could beat the world and things like that. And this guy was like really giving it loads, like saying that Northern Ireland's beneath him and Germany's number one and all this. All the heel stuff that you normally do. And this guy got up on the apron and he thought he was great. And this guy's like nearly 7 foot tall and he gets into the ring and this guy's about what, maybe 5'6", 5'7". Thought he was great. And he tried to get, yourself, you get into the ring, you challenge a wrestler, you try to hit him, you got to protect yourself. So he gets in the ring, and this guy, honest to God, he looked like a Smurf. He just grabbed him by the neck and just flung him through the ropes, and he hit the ground outside, and we never saw him again. He never came back to another show. He just sort of thought, I'm going to get in the ring with this guy. And the guy's like, yeah, come on ahead. So he gets in, tries it. Just literally one hand. This guy was huge. He just literally had him by the throat and just pushed him through the ropes, and he went through like a little doll and just hit the floor. And he realised that, like, oh dear, this isn't going to work for me here. So that was it. We never saw him again. Absolute fool. And he was one of these ones, Dino, you see in the front row who think they know it all. They run their mouth and they're, I'm back into it. It's like, really? You're an absolute jackass. But he got in the ring anyway, thought he was a big boy. And the security guy who was doing the security at the time was like told, no, just let him see if he gets in. And he get in, and this guy, as I said, he just basically palmed him out of the ring like a rag doll. And he hit the floor. And as soon as he hit the floor, he just looked up. And we actually still have the footage on DVD somewhere where he looked up at the big guy and went, oh, shit. I'm in my league here. Bye-bye. And away he went.
Yeah,
never saw him again.
Yeah, every show you get, there's always something that makes you just smile and you think, oh, good on you. Good on you. Keep it going. What do you think to the state of the product to the other side of the Atlantic at the moment?
Oh, WWE or TNA, or which one would you want to prefer to? Just
in general at the moment. I mean, we're looking at the injury list of the biggest injury list of all time with WWE.
Yeah.
TNA wrestling, they've pressed the reset button for what must be the third or fourth time.
Oh, how many times are they going to push that button? The injury list. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, how many guys have you got injured? I mean, you've got so many, and this is the big time of the year for the WWE. Royal Rumble's what, 2 weeks away? Well, 2 weeks this or a week away from this Sunday, whenever it is, 24th. You've got another one coming out this week with being Sasha Banks apparently being injured as well. You've got so many injuries and big talent as well. I mean, do you know where do they go from here? They've got so many guys who are injured. I mean, Super Cena's out. Who else is out? Rollins is out.
Orton's out.
Yeah. Orton's out.
There's have you seen the incident rumor this week that the WWE are releasing Daniel Bryan? I mean, that's taken a life of its own this week.
Well, for what I was reading, as I announced on our show there yesterday, that there was rumors flying around on Monday that apparently they were going to release him. But then on the other side of the coin, it came out. I think it was I can't remember who it was that broke the story, that apparently they were planning on releasing him, but they're not going to release him now. Now, yourself, I'm sure you probably read somewhere that his own Daniel Bryan's own doctors have cleared him to wrestle, but it's the WWE's doctor won't clear him. And I don't understand why. If the guy is ready to go, let him go. I'm sure you probably saw the rant that he put on Twitter. Yeah. Saying that he was just goddamn clear me, let me fight. Yeah. But the rumors were flying around at the end of last week, early this week, that he was being released. But it's been confirmed now that apparently they're not going to release him. No. So I hope not.
Good evening, Nixy Newman. Hello, Nixy.
Hello.
There you are. Good evening. Right.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to ask our special...
Fashionably late.
Yeah, no, right, no. Nixy, Matthew, Nixy, there you go. That's the other half.
Hi, Nixy. How are you?
I think with the WWE and the injuries, it's like they get to a stage where, I mean, we just had Sin Cara do his dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
And that happened on Raw. And it's... I don't know what's going off. I don't know. I've never known it's crazy. It's like somebody just had to walk into the ring and all of a sudden they're injured. It is getting to a stage. So, what would you think is going to win the Rumble? As if we didn't know already.
Well, I've got two names picked for me. I would go either Reigns to retain or Lesnar. But that's my pick. But I could be wrong. What about yourself, Dino? I mean, who are you going with? I mean, I've heard that they're not going to take the title off Reigns, but I don't know.
I think there's rumor. They've all have heard the rumors and things, but what I want is Reigns to do 29 guys, and then Triple H comes in and beats him,
And screws him out of the title.
And then you've screwed him for the title, and then you've got the Triple H versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I can't see anything else because apart from Lesnar, do we really want Lesnar and Rollins? Lesnar and Reigns for a second WrestleMania in a row. No. Do we really want that to happen again? And
not really.
No.
Don't get me wrong. Last year's match was okay, but I mean, 2 years in a row, no, definitely not.
WrestleMania thing. I know Vince is like 70, and I know he's thinking him and Triple H and Stephanie, and all these guys must be really shitting themselves and going, "Oh, I'm sorry, so they must be crapping themselves." So, and saying things like, "Oh, hold on, what? All our WrestleMania plans have gone to crap. They just because everybody they've put behind." I think the one thing that did me with the so-called internet wrestling is Survivor Series, when everybody said, "Oh, it's the worst show you've ever seen." I said, "Well, yeah, because they had 2 weeks to plan it." Seth Rollins got injured. I think the second half of this year will be fantastic when everybody comes back. But up to a SummerSlam, I think WWE's in trouble. Dark horse for the Rumble, Kevin Owens. I think they might push Kevin Owens.
True, but is it not in talks that he's supposed to be fighting Taker this year? Is it not, or was supposed to be written in for? I think it was maybe Brock Lesnar. Was it not? There's talk of it. I'm not honestly sure, but you know that he would be a dark horse. I would agree with you there. He is a dark horse.
Yeah. Unless we have Ambrose does a big heel turn on Reigns, and then we have Ambrose and Reigns for the next few months.
True, but I don't know why you've been reading any sheets or whatever but apparently they're not planning to use Fastlane as like a stop off the Mania. Apparently they're going to try and make Fastlane a show that's going to be unpredictable, and they're going to have a few twists and turns leading into WrestleMania.
Oh God.
So what's going to happen at the Rumble might necessarily be the main event for WrestleMania. You know, they might do a few twists and turns again. But I mean, as you say with the injury list, I mean, they're going to have to do something different because obviously the main guys are gone.
Yeah.
So, but here's a question for you. I mean, obviously we're talking about WrestleMania as well. I mean, they're holding it in this ginormous stadium this year. Do you think they're going to sell it out?
If I've already got a ticket, I'd be a bit concerned. But if I've not got a ticket, then I won't be wanting to go now because there's nothing there to say who's going to be there this year. And well, I mean, The Rock's going to be there. Well, what's he going to do? Apparently, he's not going to compete. So, what's he going to do? Apparently, Stephanie's now training for a match next year as well. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because everybody thought it was going to be Triple H and Stephanie versus The Rock and Ronda Rousey, didn't they? So they thought that might have come a bad way with it. But I really don't know what they're going to plan with it this year. If Stephanie's planning for the match, then who's she going to be versing? Are they going to bring Trish Stratus back?
Well, can I say something about that if you don't mind? Yeah. I read a little story yesterday that could be. Now I did say to you about Sasha Banks being injured. Now she's apparently reported injury till the end of February. It could be a match between Sasha and Stephanie.
Ooh.
Because of one reason, Triple H. Because of the whole NXT thing, where they're talking about maybe doing a reality storyline twist like they used to do, where Triple H is all for his divas and NXT, and apparently Sasha becomes very, not infatuated, but sort of, you know, best buddies with Triple H, and Stephanie doesn't like it, and the whole big thing brews out where apparently a feud was supposed to happen. Whether it's going to happen, I don't know, but I can't remember who it was reporting it. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but that's why Stephanie apparently is training for a match. It could be with one of the current divas.
Yeah.
So,
do you think Bayley might be called up sooner than later now?
Bayley, I would like to see Bayley up, but is there anybody in NXT really on that level to replace her, because she's like the face of NXT Women's Wrestling now, that the other three have gone. So, but, you know...
Don't never know. We might get Eva Marie.
Oh, God, don't.
I said this with Nixy. I mean, and I know Nixie's in the chat room. I know she's listening and everything. And we said this to Nixie. Nixie says she's got hatred at the back of her. And I say she's got heat that is very rare in wrestling. When you walk through that curtain and all of a sudden people want to boo you out of the building, you've got it. You've got that. You've got it. And I said it to Nixie, I can see Vince saying, put the belt on her. Because then it'll be the ultimate heel, ultimate hatred that there's somebody that's got no talent and nothing like that, and they're the Divas champion, and put the belt on them. And just to watch her getting a boot out of the building, I can't even you can't even hear her speak when she does a promo, because the crowd are just so at it, so hatred towards her.
Another Vicky Guerrero, basically.
Oh, get Vicky back and put Vicky with her. Dear me.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. The heat them two would be unreal. I mean, the old saying goes, Vince McMahon says, any type of reaction is a big reaction. You know, and she is getting over as a big-time heel. Did you see NXT Wednesday night?
I didn't this week. No, I didn't.
No, well, there was that battle royal going on for the number one contendership. Go back and watch it. And watch the heat that she gets in that battle royal.
Yeah. We can't talk about NXT without talking about Finn Balor.
Oh, yes. Good old Fergal. He's doing well, isn't he? Oh. He's doing well. He is doing well.
He's fantastic.
Isn't he? Yeah. Such a nice guy. Yeah. No Fergal well. Interviewed him on our show twice. Such a nice guy. So down to earth. So I'll give him his props. I mean, the last time I spoke to him was about 6 days before he went to WWE. And what he done for my young fella that day, I will never forget. He brought him into the ring. He was talking to him. He signed his autograph for him, took a picture with him, wrestled around the ring with him. He was such a nice guy. He's such a friendly guy. And as you say, Dano, going back to what was said earlier on about guys coming up and the local guys and asking for a picture and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he's one of them guys. Would take time, no matter what he's doing. That takes about 30 seconds of his time to say hello to you and take a picture with you, because he's that type of guy.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm hoping he gets called up sooner than later. I really am, because it looks as though... Can you imagine his entrance at WrestleMania this year?
Oh, don't. That would be epic.
It's one of them things. It's like, okay, we had the Taker's entrances for the last so many years. But can you imagine... Fergal's every single year, he'd do something different and have, right, this is going to be my WrestleMania. This is it. Yep. But Ishii's back, our diva. Talking about Eve Marie, Nixie. Hello? Oh, she's gone again. Oh. But, no, I think...
say that name.
Yeah, whatever it does. Yeah, it was just saying it, though. I mean, what's your take, Nixie? Do you think that... with you in the Rumble, who's your pick?
What, to win it, or to go it, or to just participate?
Just to win it.
Well, Roman's going to win it. That's a silly question.
But if he doesn't?
He will. Unless Triple H comes back and wins it. There
you go. That's two. That's us two. It must be getting crazy when Triple H says, okay, let me get my wrestling boots out, I'll make a comeback again.
Yeah, again.
Do you wonder how many times that they've rung Shawn Michaels at the moment and said, any chance you might want to do a comeback?
Yeah, not interested. It would make sense for the main event. For WrestleMania, for Triple H to screw him out of the title or whatever, or win the Rumble, I think it would make a good bit of sense. But they're basically scraping the bottom of the barrel with all these injuries, aren't they?
Yeah, they'll have to bring Kane back.
Oh God! But I mean, in all logic, it's there for Roman Reigns to win. But with WWE, they always do some type of story twist or do something.
They'll do something where they'll fool every single person because they always do it. They always get us guessing.
Or maybe we'll see an appearance from these boys who WWE have been teasing us with the last few weeks. Yeah. The Bullet Club.
Oh yes.
That would be a great way to end it.
Yeah.
Triple H hires the Bullet Club to take out Roman Reigns.
And then Roman Reigns reunites the Shield.
Yeah, because we'll hear that Rollins.
Do that with no Seth Rollins.
Well, it'll bring him back later when it happens.
Yeah, because he's supposed to make a face turn when he comes back.
Yeah. Have the Shield come back.
That would be a good. But the Bullet Club versus the Shield.
Oh, don't. That's me gone for the Shield. That's it.
Fantasy
Shoot me now. Take me money. Take me money now. Take it.
Yeah, take the money for the pay-per-views now.
Yeah, right. Let's do your podcast, Outside the Ropes. When did it start, mate? When did all this Outside the Ropes thing, fire burning inside you start?
Outside the Ropes started, 3 years ago. Pretty much myself and a guy who no longer is part of the show, who actually used to referee in Ireland. He actually refereed across Europe as well. We sort of were best friends and stuff like that, and we sort of got together one night and had a few chats and thought, okay, well, we're not involved in the business anymore. Let's sort of try and do something that we are in a way in the business, but we're not. So we'll just sort of come up with a show, and we went from there, and we got in contact with a few people who we knew, and we got a few guests on the show, and we just sort of evolved from there, really. Obviously, he's now gone. I had my bro on there for a while with me, but obviously due to work commitments, he's not there anymore. So it's just myself now. I've been going now 3.5 years, so we're doing pretty good. Can't complain. The fans are good. We always get our regular listeners every week. It's good to see. Yeah.
When's the next show?
Wednesday. Next Wednesday. It's always a Wednesday. Every Wednesday night we do a podcast. We were on local radio here in Ireland, but we had a bit of a fallout with them. We are in talks with them again about moving back on the radio game, but with things, obviously, with work and stuff like that, we're trying to arrange a meeting again, hopefully soon, to try and get ourselves back on again, because when we were on local radio, our listeners were through the roof, should we say. But we continue to do well. The audiences came from the radio to the online format, and they're still with us, and they're still emailing us and tweeting us and whatnot. So we're doing okay. We're still sort of plug on and do our weekly show, and of course we always give you guys a shout out every week, of course, every single week. But no, we're doing fine. Can't complain. Everything's going really well, and I'm happy.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, mate. Thank you so much. And I know for a fact we'll have you on again at some point.
Sure.
Before WrestleMania, anyway. Definitely. We'll
Not a problem at all. But, keep up the good work, guys. And, we'll always listen in every week. So, keep up the good work.
Let you go back to your Xbox.
Well, that's what I'm on, actually. Yeah, the Xbox. Because my iPad's upstairs being used by my son, so...
best app ever on a console. Skype on the Xbox One.
Absolutely. Here, if you're on Xbox One, I must get your gamer tag off you and have a few games for you sometime.
Right, it's easy. Dino BSR. That's my gamer tag.
Oh, well, there you go. I'll add you as soon as I get off.
All right. See you soon. Take care of yourself, man. Thank you very much.
Take care now. All the best now, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye. That was our guest, Matthew Moore from Outside the Ropes. He's got a very good... I never knew he worked for some... He never knew he did some promotions in wrestling in Ireland. There we go. We learn something every week. Evening, Nix.
Hello.
How are you?
About bloody time, innit?
Yeah, about bloody time, innit? Aye. The podcast name is Outside the Ropes. If you look on Facebook, facebook.com/Outside the Ropes, or you just check on our page and you'll see their name on there, Outside the Ropes anyway. Type it in on Facebook and I'm sure you'll get it. Or look on Twitter. They're on Twitter as well. Great lad. He does a lot for wrestling, and he's very, 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 very switched on. How you been then?
All right, you suppose?
Yeah, so are we all set for Royal Rumble next week?
I haven't got any food in yet.
Oh, God, yeah, I forgot you and your food. Yeah, you're not going to Nando's?
No.
All right. Oh, well, apologies for last week, because literally it was a last-minute thing. I got called into work and did a 12-hour shift. So, my apologies. So this is our first one of 2016. big announcement is that we have next week, we said we would hit 2016 with a bang. Some point last week, I was contacted by a wrestler, said, I want to come on your show. And his exact words were, I want to come on your fucking show and show the WAW fans, the WAW meaning the group, the promotion that the Knight family run, I want to show them fans exactly what I think of them. And he's going to come and talking about the TNT Extreme Wrestling promotion as well. Next week, around about 8 o'clock, 9, whatever it is we're going to be on it at the moment, we've got Roughneck. He's coming on and he ain't holding back. He really is so mad that he's demanded, didn't ask, he demanded that British Wrestling Radio would listen to his pleas and listen to his way he's going to talk. So he ain't holding back next week. So next week, good luck to you because Roughneck is taking over British Wrestling Radio. May Lord have mercy on our soul. See, he ain't happy. At one bit. And Nixy's now like, was he yet? Yes, I think he did. Yes, I think it came out. I'm not sure. No, if he didn't know. But yeah, Nixy, see, we're getting the guests on now, and they're asking us, what have we done to get people to ask us if they can come on and talk to us, eh?
We're obviously going somewhere.
Yeah, but where we're going? Who knows where we're going? Have you seen this thing this week happening in this country called 5-Star Wrestling? Been hiring out
about that.
Been hiring out the arenas like Newcastle and Sheffield and Liverpool tonight.
No, I haven't heard about that.
AJ Styles versus Rey Mysterio and all that.
Oh, AJ Styles had just joined the WWE.
Yeah. Well, he might have joined, but if you still got dates to continue, you finish your dates, don't you?
Yep. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's I think that they did this. They've done these 3 shows, and it's part of a game that they do for the PS4 and the Xbox One. And they've been trying to get us shows and everything, and they've been hiring out arenas. And I don't know exactly what the attendance is. I mean, there's been rumours, and I'm not going to go with the rumours because it's not fair. But from everybody, what they said the matches were great. Some of them main events, some of them on the short side that they weren't too happy about it being so that they pay all this money out, and they have paid top money, by the way. And they've got this money, and it came to a head, and one of them, they started at Newcastle, I think it was 7:30, and it finished about 10 to midnight. So even you would have been knackered that night. But if it's a one-off, then fine, it's a one-off. If they come back again, they'll learn. Everybody learns the lessons. PCW have announced that they're taking over Blackpool for a few days. So they've been announcing that, and that's almost sold out. So if you're getting tickets to go and see PCW in Blackpool, best of luck, because you will be closed. Next week in Sheffield, 2 big events happening. Well, sorry, 3 big events happen in the city of Sheffield next weekend. You ready, Nixy? The big 3 events next weekend. 3 massive, huge, big events. Yeah? She gonna what?
I'm listening.
All right, well then answer me, woman. Number 1, 23rd of January, Mr. Chris Travis gets married.
Oh, yes.
24th, Dean Mitchell goes home.
What, to outer space?
No, I'm not out of space. Piss off. I'm going back home to Sheffield. I'm seeing my family and everything. And then next Sunday night in Sheffield, I'm going to watch Phoenix Events at the Crooks Working Men's Club in Sheffield. And then watch the Royal Rumble with the guys, and then come back on my train at 5:30 in the morning. So I'll be doing one of them. But I can't wait. I am looking forward to it. Big style. And next Sunday also in Derby, Hope Wrestling have got an event happening at the Walkabout in Derby, and they have also be having a party for Royal Rumble as well. So, and I don't need Megabus. No chance do I need Megabus, or as Nixy would say, bus. We had a good meeting, didn't we, last week?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, me and Nixie, occasionally we have board meetings, which turn into Nando's.
Yeah.
And we just have a drink and we have a laugh. You got your Christmas present.
Yeah, I did.
Nixie's broke her bag. Lindsay's broke her bag, sorry.
How she broke her bag?
Well, I gave her too much stuff to put in it, and the stitching went on one side of the bag, so my fault. I broke it.
I'll give him an email and ask you to send him another one.
It broke the next day. I gave it on Monday, and it broke the next day.
Give him an email.
Stitching shit. The stitching.
Give them an email.
35 quid on a bag that broke.
Give them an email, or I will write it for you.
No, you're all right. Don't worry. It's all done and dusted. Lindsay said she's going to fix it, so I trust her. But anyway, right. I've been watching some old school wrestling this week. Do you realise it's 10 years this year since DX reformed?
10 years.
10 years of PG with the WWE.
Wow.
We've had 10 years of PG at WWE.
Oh, no. When the DX reformed in 2006, that was not PG.
Yeah, it were.
No way.
Yeah.
No. They had blood in Hell in a Cell. That was not PG.
It was just after, 2006 was when they decided to go PG.
No, wasn't that 2008?
No, it's 6.
You sure? I thought it was 2008.
Nah, 6. 2006.
No.
Yeah. Be watching some of the old Raws before WrestleMania. And I remember it's like watching the Raws before WrestleMania 20 with Kane, which I never seen. I've never seen them Raws, so this was the first one for me. And the build-up with him and Taker. I mean, there's only got a couple of the Raws there, but I've watched the 4 weeks before Mania, and I've been watching it, and that build-up for that match, Nix, was immense. I was great when they got the ring shaking and all the bits and bobs, and I loved it. I loved that build-up. I thought it was a cracking build-up for that to WrestleMania 20. The whole thing was, even with a certain person from Canada that cannot be mentioned anymore, that I refuse to mention. But looking back at it,
WrestleMania 20, wasn't that 2004?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're adding Raws on every week now. Apparently, the new Raws are coming on. So before we know it, we're going to get every Raw. I mean, Raw's 23 years old this week.
oh.
Can you believe it? 23 years ago, we were watching Raw for the first time this week.
I wasn't.
I was.
I was only about 3, remember?
Get out of here. That's no excuse. Damien Demento. His name's for you. Damien Demento. We had Shawn Michaels defending the Intercontinental title. We had
With
Undertaker. Yeah. Whatever happened to Shawn Michaels? He had this amazing mullet, and then whatever happened to him, we don't know.
Finally realised it looked freaking stupid.
Hey, nothing wrong with the mullet.
No, the mullet was stupid. I'm sorry. I don't know who invented that, but they should be taken and shot.
Yeah, mullets were great. The best mullet ever, Sid Justice, because he used to shake his head and nothing moved at the front and it was just the back. That was the perfect mullet. That's the mullet of all time. When you move your head and it's just the back of your hair. Superb. Anyway, forget mullets. We did this before. Have you watched Raw this week? What do you think?
What happened?
I don't know. Mullets. Who the fuck off. Here we go again. The Social Outcasts. This new group that's come out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, the jobbers.
Heath Slater, Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, and Curtis Axel.
I'm still quite frightened of Bo Dallas, so...
Yeah, oh yeah, Winter's Laser said it best. There's
Job
one for you.
Squad.
Attitude Era Girl.
Job Squad.
2.0. Who was in the original Job Squad? Come on, let's think of that one. You had Al Snow, Bob Holly, Blue Meanie. Who else was in the job
Stevie
squad?
Richards. Have we said that?
No, I answered Stevie Richards in the job squad.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think who was in the job squad for the WWE. But anyway, big news as well. We've had a big news as well as concerning the website. We're going to have. I'm going to be paying for Vaughan TV for us not to get these things that saying we've reached the limit of video users. So I'm going to pay the money to get that removed. So we're going to be okay for every week and so forth. And do you want a big announcement, Nick? This is a huge world announcement that only a few of us know because we'll do it. In a few weeks, there's been a group appeared on Facebook, and I'm going to make this announcement now. It's called the WZR Army Hall of Fame. Very simply, it's all the people that was in the chat room, yeah? I mean, you've been in WZR chat.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're having a reunion. A thing was pitched this week, and then we're going to have a reunion. And we're going to use this place and everything. So the WZR Army, we're going to get, there's going to be me, there's going to be Rygal, Winter's Lair, there's going to be a few guys, all of us that used to listen to WZR, we're now going to go and do this. And keep that going and have a reunion show because it's where we all met and we all want to share our memories and have a laugh and everything. So Christ knows how long it's going to go on for. But we're just going to hope and do it. Well, hopefully it's going to be done on a Tuesday evening as where we all used to meet up. But stay tuned because it's going to be a cracking night. It really is going to be a good one involving all the old guys and all everybody from the chat room. And even if we can see if we can get Jackie to come and ring in on the phone. Nixie's favourite member of the team, Jackie.
I never said I had a problem.
I never said you did. The problem is if we have Jackie and it's like she loves Rusev and Lana, doesn't she?
Oh, gold. Can you imagine when they actually get married? She's just going to be all over it, isn't she?
Yeah. Well, she's definitely going to get it. We've had no, don't bother, Winters. Play safe. Don't bother. We've had this when we're on about the injuries. I mean, we've just been chatting with Matthew about the injuries with WWE. When's Kane coming back?
He was back a little while ago.
Yeah, but what's he doing now? He's not doing anything now, is he? They're just
I don't know. He'll probably be in the Rumble.
Oh,
and he's going to get his bloody thing back from Roman. He's getting his record back from Roman.
Oh, really? Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah, I do.
No chance. No.
No, I do. Shut up.
No. I know. Night, love.
Bye, Lindsay.
There you go. The wife, Mrs.
Oh, wait, no, not the wife. I'll tell her to slap you if you say that again.
all right. Sorry.
Has a name. Her name is Lindsay.
Yeah, all right.
Hello, Nixy.
Scaver can hear you, know.
Yeah, I know. Otherwise, you're just the man.
I am the man.
The
yeah,
thing.
I am
I'll
the
call
man.
You the thing. That's what my dad calls me. The thing. So
I
you
am
can be the thing.
The thing. So you're a TV. You're a film from 1982.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to call me when I was little.
I've just been. I mean, Royal Rumble wise, we said this every time when it comes to it. Is this the most poorly pre-showed Royal Rumble there's been?
What, you think it's poor?
I just think you're missing that. You know when you're supposed to be excited that the Rumble's coming in.
No, I'm actually really excited for it. I mean, I think there's been a lot of backlash over it, like with regards to how it is, in its different format and whatnot. But I'm quite looking forward to seeing how it's going to work.
I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. It can either be one of the best Rumbles we've ever seen, and everyone's going to go absolutely crazy, or it's going to be like the Batista Rumble. and everyone's going to boo him out of the building. Fuck it, I'm going to say Daniel Bryan wins it.
That would make no sense, though. Well,
Daniel Bryan comes back and wins the Rumble, and he throws Roman Reigns over the top rope.
I think Bryan might go in it if that's what the WWE want.
So, you honestly think that Roman Reigns is going to last 29 other guys and keep hold of his title?
Not number one.
Have they found out what number he's going in yet?
Big Show's number one.
Oh.
Big Show, he announced himself like 2 weeks ago as number one.
Yeah.
So how would Roman last 29 other guys if Roman could go in at number 25? And then he's only got to last whoever's in the ring and 5. That
yeah, but you know what I mean. He's got to blast the Royal Rumble. Okay, I'll rephrase it. Fucking hell. When it comes to the Royal Rumble, we know there's going to be surprises. We know there's going to... I'm wanting the Godfather again. I want to see the whole trains. It's... Let's look at the contenders we've got. If you look at the main guys, Sheamus, yes or no?
He'll be in it.
But do you think he's going to win it?
Oh, I don't want to see him win it.
Yeah, but do you think that's like he could win it?
He could, theoretically speaking.
Right, let me get this right. Whoever throws... Is this Rumble, right? Whoever wins the Royal Rumble is the WWE champion. Or is it the person who throws Roman Reigns out becomes the champion?
No, I think it's the one who's standing last.
Right. Because I've heard some right bloody rumour theories. Like, somebody says if you pin Roman Reigns in the ring, you become the champion.
It's a Royal Rumble, there's no
Exactly. Pin. So who the fucking else coming up with saying... If you don't pin anybody in the fucking Rumble.
No, you don't. It's just silliness.
So, the last one standing is basically like Royal Rumble 92 when Ric Flair won the title.
What happened in Royal Rumble 92? I was only about 2 years old.
Yeah. Royal Rumble 92, they vacated the title after the fiascos of what happened at... Tuesday in Texas with The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan, and they decided whoever won the Royal Rumble in 1992 was the WWF champion. We came Ric Flair, and he defended the title against Macho Man at WrestleMania 8.
Okay, remember that's very before my time, alright?
If you want to watch a good Rumble, watch the early 90s ones. I mean, I've been watching them. They had DiBiase, you had Roberts, you had Taker, you had the Warrior, Hogan, Savage. You had all these great ones. You're like, wow, look at this. This is a Rumble. This is a fucking Rumble. And then it just happened with the bleeding Monday Night Wars. Then it all split off. I think some of the worst Rumbles were the mid-90s one, because you had... as much as it pains me to say, the British Bulldog and the Shawn Michaels one, they entered it 1 and 2, and they were the last two in the bloody arena, and they were the last two in it. And then Shawn Michaels fucked up, put his feet on the ground, and everybody went, "Oh, he's lost." And then they had to come up with a rule that said both feet must touch the floor. So, but Rumble's always been. I love Rumble. Hey, I'll say here's a name for you to win the Royal Rumble. You ready?
Go on.
Kevin Nash.
Tear a quad.
No, he won't tear. Yeah, runs to the ring, tears a quad. Climbing the stairs, tears another quad. Doing his Magic Mike pose, tears fucking every quad. He must be the only person, right? Can you imagine? He's done all that wrestling moves in his life, but not once did he tear an injury doing Magic Mike films. But no, I think looking at it, we've also got the Divas Championship, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. Now we could talk about it because Charlotte's gone full heel now. Where's this Leaf Page?
Do you know what? I'm quite happy for it at the minute because it's giving Becky a platform.
Yeah. Could we have seen this? I mean, we've now seen a Divas with two people. They're on a main event stage who weren't even in the WWE main rosters 7-8 months ago. You've now got Charlotte and Becky, who used to tear it up on NXT. Now they're doing a pay-per-view together, and it's no Bellas, and it's no Paige, and it's no bloody Alicia Fox. It's none of these bleeding other. It's not bleeding Naomi or bleeding Cameron. It's two fresh people. But Charlotte is so fucking wooden at the moment. What is her fucking problem? Is it the fucking Flair way that you've got to prepare wooden when you're a fucking heel? Because she's terrible as a heel. And
I've seen worse.
who?
Bellas.
Oh, fucking here we got Bellas. It's in a couple of weeks, isn't it? A big decision, whether they find out whether she can wrestle again or not.
Is it really mean that I hope she can't?
Now, you cannot say that. Look at it this way. Here's one for you.
Hang on a sec. No. You just said she can wrestle again. Now you have to put it. Hang on. I'm going to type it out. When you say the word wrestle with her, you have to word it like this.
One. What do you mean, wrestle? Like that? Oh, hashtag. Oh, inverted brackets. Yeah.
In brackets, because what she does is not wrestling. It's going in the ring and also she's like on E, which is all she wants. All she wants is fame. So she's getting fame from like E and all that crap. So she doesn't want to stick around.
Okay, I'll make a suggestion. Who would you have come back? Night after Royal Rumble, Charlotte or Becky is celebrating with the title. Well, we know it's going to be bleeding Charlotte. I can't see Becky winning the title.
I think it's a bit early, but I do want them to carry on their rivalry.
Yeah.
Because I was really worried Becky was going to get nowhere. I was really worried she was going to be the Marty Jannetty of the three.
You're in charge of the Divas division. It's your thing. Did you hear that thing what Matthew said about rumour that with Triple H and Stephanie versus Sasha Banks at Mania?
No, I thought that was going to be like Ronda Rousey and The Rock.
Yeah, well, apparently, Sasha's injured now till February. And he came out with a great thing about saying because of Triple H is involved with NXT, with the Divas on NXT, and Stephanie is on it, and Sasha gets too close to Triple H, and they have a fight between Stephanie and Sasha at Mania.
I think that would be really good for Sasha.
Really
I'd like to see that. But
yeah.
I don't think they'd do it.
Yeah. Right. You're the booker. I'm going to put you on the spot here, Nixy.
Oh, God, help me.
Right. A week on Monday. It's the Monday after it's the night after Royal Rumble. Right? You're the booker. They've said to you, right, here's who's coming back. They've been cleared to wrestle, and we want you to build it up now, from now to WrestleMania. You pick the person to challenge for the Divas title. And your choices are you ready for this?
Right.
You've got Naomi, you've got Eve Marie, or you've got the Bellas.
Oh, that's not fair.
But that's the choices you've been given.
None of them. I don't want any of them.
No, but you've got to put somebody on that stage up to WrestleMania.
Don't want to. No. No. Just no.
You wouldn't put anybody on that. You wouldn't even put the Bellas.
No. No.
I'd do Eve Marie.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Do you know what? In a way I would, because I want the crowd to just throw crap at her.
Exactly. There you go. That's it. You've got it. That's the best one.
That's the only reason I'd want to see
You've
it.
got it.
The thing is,
hit it on the head there. That's
the thing
it.
is, they're still confusing, aren't they? They're still,
Yeah.
Oh, we know it's heat. It's not heat. It's hate. They hate her. There's a big difference.
Yeah, but Nick, would you watch Raw every week to see how much crap they would throw at her?
No, I don't mean metaphorical crap. I mean I want to see him throw things out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They would throw everything.
Milkshakes, preferably. Milkshakes would be fantastic. Could you imagine it if it got in her hair? You just have red hair dye just running down her face.
The strawberry milkshake in the hair.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That would be genius. Yeah, Raw is rotten.
They'd all get kicked out, but it'd be worth it.
Yeah. I think they should have a Raw where you should have the worst rest. You know, I have these. We didn't have an old school Raw this year. The first Raw 2016 is always the old school Raw, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, we didn't have it this year. Come on, we've got to remember the best old school Raw. Jake the Snake Roberts with Dean Ambrose.
Oh, Jenny Ambrose just marking out.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose must not mark out, must not smile, must not smile. No, sorry, I'm a kid. Gotta smile. Yes, I'm marking out. I'm marking. That's it. Yes. Yeah, and Billy Gunn shouting. I think it was CM Punk shouting at Jake and saying, "It's PG, Jake. You can't do it. It's PG." But they didn't have it this year, which is a shame. There's a new announcer on SmackDown. Have you heard this guy? We've got the heel king back on SmackDown.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
But this new commentator is really, really good. He's fantastic. He did the Strike Force and MMA, and he's really, really cool. So it's like, it sounds as if WWE have found on the feet again and found a really good commentator. So because they needed a strong thing for SmackDown on USA. But I think this year's going to be great. I really do. As soon as these injuries all sorted, now we've had the rumours of the Bullet Club. You know who the Bullet Club is, right?
Doc,
AJ Styles,
yeah,
and a couple other guys, Anderson, and another couple of guys from Japan, and they've all signed with it. Rumours have it. We haven't seen any confirmation yet that says that they've signed with WWE. What have you sent me? What's that you sent me next?
I'm telling you.
What is it? Oh! You were shit. You were absolute shit. I think this year, well, it's gonna there's a lot of people either gonna sink or swim. There is definitely gonna be releases this year because I think Vince and Triple H and Stephanie, I mean, you're looking at this now, all these injuries, and it's saying to people, we want you to step up now. And fucking Jericho's come back. Oh, dear me. What is it like? Everybody goes, oh yeah, let's go back to Chris. Let's get Jericho back.
He seems to be wearing less and less clothes every week.
I don't know. I used to love it when Jericho come back, but now I just couldn't give a shit because it's happening so fucking often now.
Yeah, you're not a child of the 90s.
Winter's Lair's just at a point in our chat room. How is AJ going to last in WWE? He can't talk worth a shit. Name me some wrestlers. Neither can Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns couldn't fucking...
Lesnar.
There's another one that can't talk.
That Angle couldn't talk. Jeff Hardy couldn't talk.
Jeff Hardy.
Harvey.
Carolina.
He could not talk at the start.
Can any of the Wyatt family talk apart from Bray Wyatt?
I haven't even heard Braun Strowman speak.
Yeah. Oh, I have. I've heard him talk once. And,
I haven't.
I mean, it needs somebody doing it. It needs a good fab bake, but you need to. I think there's somebody in that group that needs to join it to be the voice of them, definitely, and then you'll get it over. But if AJ Styles turns up in WWE, just think of the matches there and then that you could have now. You'll have AJ versus Cena for starters. And you'll have AJ versus Ambrose, Kevin Owens, AJ versus Kevin Owens, for God's sake. Zeb Coulter in the Bullet Club. Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't think so. Somehow, no. What do I know? I'm just a daft bloody thing that watches wrestling week in, week out. Oh yeah, Nixy, big news today. I think that was announced either yesterday or the day before. 23rd of January, Southside Wrestling on demand.
Okay.
These are for our people that live in foreign countries, aka Winter's Lair. Oh, there you go. Brenda, here's an idea. What if they did a storyline and said that Heyman brought him in? Heyman. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd put Paul Heyman with the Bullet Club. Easy. Southside Wrestling are going on demand, so now you can pay for an event and watch it where you are. And I think that's happening at the moment. And I know Ben Old and everybody at Southside are looking forward to this next week. So, so if you're living in Canada, in the extremes of Canada, and you want to watch the event that you was there with Nixy Newman and Dean Mitchell, just to see Dean Mitchell going, Mastiff! Then, just watch Dean shout, Dave Mastiff, no fucking way! And Nixie will be over the moon and laugh at bleeding head off. And everybody said I marked out crazily, of which I did, and I make no apologies for it. I did not do a higher voice, did I? You did?
Yeah, you did.
Did I really do a higher voice?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Did I just? All I remember doing that day is going, no fucking way, and my voice, and oh gee, I just love Mastiff to bits.
It shows.
Well, your bleeding Christmas present, you was all over the fact that Kaylee Ray fucking signed it. It was like, oh my god, she's in Japan. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
She's been having some great matches in Japan. Good luck to her. Good luck to the girl. And ICW's also, they've announcing, like we said, ICW are going across the Emerald Isle. So I think Brendy will be happy because ICW will go into Ireland, on Northern Ireland. So it is a full-scale takeover. And Progress are now going up in Manchester. So it is really good things happening this year. But by now, and we're only in 15 days into the new year. The Belfort show. He says Belfort. Nick, he says Belfort in the chat room. He says the Belfort. Oh, he says Belfort. I thought he said Belfort. He's going to the Belfort show. Sorry, my apologies. Why did you go in our chat room and put Boss Lady? Couldn't you get him?
No.
What happened? Was it just thing happening?
No, I can't get in it on Chrome. I can get in it on this, but I had to sign in again, and then my password wouldn't work, so I had to wait for the email. So I've done it now. So.
Cool for you. Oh yeah, I've got I've got another announcement. Here we go. I said that I would never. This 2016 is the year that I don't do any fundraising.
Oh, gold. Here we go.
Here she goes. Here she goes. I'm not doing any shows. I'm selling. And I put a message on the Facebook page, and I put a message on my page on Facebook and Twitter. I'm getting rid of my wrestling t-shirt collection. I'm going to get rid of the whole thing. Every shirt I've had except 2 is being sold. So the new ones I've been getting last year with ICW, Lionheart, and Southside Wrestling and PCW, 4 just to name off the top of my head. I am going to be selling to raise funds to give for Chris Travis. So I'm not selling my Warrior one, no. But all the wrestling t-shirts I've bought from events and everything over the last couple of years, I think there's about 10 or 12 of them. I'm selling to raise money for Chris, and I think it's right because like there's a new T-shirt come out today for Chris Travis, and it looks fantastic, and it looks like a retro version of the Converse star. While you have on the Converse trainers, Nicks, and all that.
Yeah.
It looks really, really cool, and he's got a hoodie. The hoodies are out as well for it, so I'm just going to buy a T-shirt and hoodie. And guess what I bought? And the fuckers have had to send and say I ain't got it in stock. I'm pissed off.
I know where you're going with it.
WWE Euro Shop, you were the biggest pile of shits I've ever known. Here am I, sits other day, all stuff, all things, £16. So I buys this souvenir, what I'm going to wear, because it goes with the t-shirt I bought. Buys them all, and then it comes to the thing and saying, oh, without a stock, you can't have it. I bought the New Day unicorn and the New Day t-shirt. And I was going to sit there at wrestling in February and March and April and go, it's a New Day, yes it is. Boom. Boom.
Yeah, and then if I'm there, I would have got up and left.
Yeah, but I'm buying a New Day t-shirt. Viper's in Japan as well. Oh, wicked. If Nixy, that's a person to look out for. Viper. She is fantastic. Viper is amazing if you're wrestling. I'm sure you can find something like that at a London shop. Nixy, are they trying to say something here?
What, the New Day?
I'm back in London in May as well. Anastasia.
Oh, God.
Hey, not when we Anastasia. No, I think when... So, we'll go back to the Rumble next week. For next week now. Roman Reigns retains, yes or no?
Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
I'll say no. Then one of us wins.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Me.
You'll never win. You'll never win.
We'll see.
Yeah, but... we'll try his best anyway. So next week, I don't know if it'll be starting at either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. It's one of them two. It's just later because I'm working night shifts, so I can't do it. Tonight, I should have been working a night shift, but that's why it started at 9. Because I don't know, it would have been starting at 8. So 8 o'clock next Friday it'll start. We'll do that at 8 o'clock. No, I don't think Owens is in the Rumble because he's in the last man standing match, isn't he, with Ambrose?
Yeah, but can't you be in anything?
Yeah, but can you see him doing both?
Yeah.
Yeah, injuries. Yeah, they're a good one. I'm always available, WWE. I've had experience of a Rumble. I'll be in it. I'll do it. Yep, I'll be in it. I'll get it going. But yeah, I think Rumble... It's got a low expectation at the moment, but I think it'll be alright. We've got no other things. We've got no other problems with it. As I said, next week, I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. Roughneck is arriving. And are you looking? Oh, you've got to get some questions, Nixy Newman. You're not going to sit there and do nothing.
I don't know what you want me to ask. I thought we were just going to let him talk.
Well, we've got to ask him some questions about his life and his career with the British wrestling and things like that. And this is the guy that travelled all over the place with Madman Manson, remember? Yeah, there you go.
He survived.
Can you imagine you've been on the road with Madman Manson?
I was just surprised he lived to tell the tale.
Oh, anyway, we're going to get out of here. Thanks ever so much to everybody for your support over the last few days. Thanks to Winters and Mike for doing the Steelboy show we've been doing. Been having a great fun. That's going on YouTube tonight. This is going on YouTube tonight. Get it all said and done. Do me editing and away we go. Thanks to my partner in crime at the other end of this headset. And hope that she has a great weekend. And we'll see everybody next Friday for our Royal Rumble preview, where we should hope we've got a card in place for it.
Hopefully.
Ooh, last thing, did you watch Ric Flair podcast?
What, the Steve Austin one?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Do I need to? Apparently it was bad.
I haven't watched it yet. I was hoping you was going to do the same thing. And and by the way, anybody in our chat room seen it? What does anybody think? Yeah. All right, hold on. Right, I'm putting a connection in our chat room. I'm saying a connection, right? This site will be having on it very soon the resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts, which is apparently the best documentary anyone's ever seen about wrestling. Right? So, that website there, if you go to that, it should be on there any moment now. Okay? They've got the Stinger DVD on there, so I'm going to watch that tonight. But, anyway, cheers, Nixy, for tonight, my sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I was late.
All right. Are you doing anything good over the weekend apart from working?
I'm not working tomorrow.
Oh, no, you're working Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like we said, next week we've got Roughneck and we've got the Royal Rumble preview show. So we'll have a lot of fun and games happening next week here at British Wrestling Radio. Please join us. We'll have a great time, and go forth and multiply and be happy. And on that website, Nix, I've watched the Owen Hart DVD.
Okay.
Very
Good.
very good. Very good. All right. Anyway, we're out of here. Take care of yourself, guys. Have a great evening, and see you next week for another exciting episode of British Wrestling Radio. Thank you very much. And there's only one way we end the show on here. Quincy finds it. Yeah. So, see you soon, guys, and thank you, and good night. And I'll leave the last word to Nixie.
Good night.
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 Shut up, night.
Bye.